Welcome to my channel, She JoJo Series. I'm Staff Sergeant Joseph, your host for the 51 Charlie podcast, and I'm thrilled to have you join us today. Each week, we dive deep into what it's like to be a contracting professional in the Army, exploring insights, stories, and expert interviews that inspire and inform. So grab your headphones and get ready for an engaging journey. Welcome to the 51 Charlie podcast. I'm your host, She JoJo Serious, aka Staff Sergeant Joseph, and today we'll explore how to effectively prepare for the contracting professional exam. Whether you're just starting or looking to refine your approach, this episode is packed with actionable tips. By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear roadmap for your study process and resources to help you succeed. Now, I will start off with the most important fact that the test will change March 31st, and I'm going to give you tips that should be applicable regardless of the material that is updated on the test. So, with that said, of course, many test takers feel overwhelmed, such as myself. we naturally have test anxiety, most of us. So we might just be unsure where to start. So hopefully, like I said with this video, we can change that today. First, let's break down the exam format. It's typically FAR parts, UCF, PIDS, pre-award, award, post-award, document types. It's, from what I've heard, it's a pool of 600 questions that they pull 150 questions, and then that's your test. So some people may see some of the same questions. I've even heard that some questions on your exam aren't graded. It's kind of told or polled or whatever you want to call it for whether or not it should be on the upcoming exams. So with that said, just know that understanding these key topics will help you prioritize your study efforts. So what do I mean by that? Knowing what to expect can significantly reduce your anxiety and improve your confidence on exam day. So create a structured study schedule. That's very, very, very important. Divide the material into sections and assign specific times for each topic. Me personally, I do, what is it called? The Pomodoro effect, where I'll study for maybe 45 minutes, just straight studying nonstop, writing questions down, writing the answer, the FAR part where I found the answer, and then I'll take like a 10 to 15 minute break, probably let the dog out, or I don't know, check email, or just literally don't look at a screen for 10 to 15 minutes. So you can try that. This approach not only makes the material more manageable, but also helps you retain information better. Many candidates fail to succeed simply because they lack a clear plan. Let's make sure that doesn't happen to you. So, this is my experience, some tips that I've actually used, which I wanted to share with my audience today. So something we've all probably done at one point in our lifetime, taking a test, whether it was high school or whatever, college, but using flashcards for key terms can be incredibly helpful. So for me, I'll write down all the FAR parts, maybe not all 53, but the ones that they say to study, like 1 through 8, skip 9 for whatever reason, and then no 10, market research, and then like the other ones, 12, 13, 15. I just wrote all the FAR parts down. Maybe you want to write all 53 down just to know them, right? Because we don't know what's on the new test yet. At least I haven't seen anything. but just use flashcards, write questions down and answers, and then use that to be like a quick review. You get a 3x5 index card, generally fits in any pocket, so you can study anywhere, just about. Take a road trip, someone else is driving, obviously not you. Whip out your index cards and you could study on the way to the grocery store or to the mall or wherever it is you're going. And of course, we live in a world today with smartphones. You might find an app, use Quizlet, and use those flashcards. Whatever resources out there where we're always tied to our smartphone anyway, just use that advantage to study anywhere. Engaging with the material actively, such as teaching concepts to a peer, I think that reinforces your own understanding. This is my first assignment, as I've mentioned before, so I may not be as confident to teach someone else the material, but believe it or not, the more you're studying, the more you absorb the information, and you just might surprise yourself about how you perceive the information, your concept of what you just read. So maybe, do talk it over with a peer, a friend, a family member, loved one, partner, whoever, and just use that as a teachable moment. Or if you have that mentor, have that, someone with that KO experience or whatnot, and have them teach you whatever questions you're unsure about. If you find yourself just reading or highlighting, then you definitely want to switch it up and shift to something more active, like a different method of studying. So when you're studying online, you can screen share. There's MS Teams, one big one we should all have access to. You always have Zoom or Google Meet. Again, these other apps you can download on your smartphone. These are very invaluable. You can do group study sessions. We do that in my unit, where some of us are deployed forward and we still have a Teams call, back to basics study group. So definitely, if it's a group of you that want to study together, then go ahead and try a online room such as that. That way you can collaborate and discuss material in real time, share your experiences, things of that nature. Using digital whiteboards can help visualize complex concepts and make your study sessions more interactive. You can share scenarios, you can display, I think something we went over was sole source justification and approval. We literally pulled one up and kind of talked about it. We did the 1402, SF 1402, which was the certificate of appointment for the contracting officer. So just think about stuff like that, where you can actually share your screen and just go over some stuff in real time. As many of us study remotely, mastering these tools can enhance your learning experience significantly. Remember to take breaks and manage your stress. Regular tests can improve your attention and focus. So something that I've been recommended to do, something someone's helped me with, was generate AI questions. So we have a bunch of practice exams. You can ask AI to generate for you and just kind of ask it, hey, FAR Part 15, contracting by negotiations, give me 20 questions. You can tailor it to even, hey, what would I do in the pre-award phase or award phase, post-award? How would I use this FAR, or how would I apply, how would I approach, protest disputes and appeals? So the more specific you are with AI, the more beneficial it'll be for you. But I always want to stress to fact check AI, because you don't want to just study the material that it computed. You want to make sure that answer is in fact from the FAR. So check your answers, even though it is coming from AI. It's not always 100% accurate. All right. So maintain a healthy study life balance. This is crucial for long-term success. I know this video is airing rather close to March 31st, which is when the new test should be pushed out. But some of us may already be signed up to take it before then, or maybe you'll catch this video and change your date to a sooner date. I won't suggest anyone just start studying right now and take it, but you do what you can handle, because your unit has to pay for you to take that test and you don't want to fail, so don't rush into it. But definitely just take these tips for what they are, and good luck. But yeah, again, it's natural to feel overwhelmed, but prioritizing your well-being can lead to better outcomes. So study, and then have that healthy balance to where you're still able to take breaks, look away from the screen, put the flashcards down, interact with family, and get back into it. So yeah, I think that's all I got. Today we discussed effective strategies for studying for the contracting professional exam, from understanding the format to active learning techniques. I hope you feel more prepared to tackle the exam with a clear plan. If you have questions or want to share your study tips, connect with me on YouTube. Leave a comment. If you can find me on MS Teams, definitely reach out. There's actually a study group on Teams that I am a member of, and I can add you. I'm not, the approver to add you, but someone will approve you, because yeah, anybody can add you. You just have to be the Teams channel owner to actually be the one adding the person. But just hit me up, and let's support one another on this journey, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in to the 51 Charlie podcast.